things that we're like, oh yeah, it's so amazing, it's a miracle. Other niggas like, if you knew what I knew, you recognize that you could create that shit whenever you want. And it's like, that was one of those concepts of conversations where she was like, nigga, I know exactly why you can't leave. You think it's some ambiguous force? Nah, it's because of this. You're just like a dog, trained up as fuck.
Yeah. The energy behind her video, that one is a lot. It's a lot to recognize.
She's like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Bang, 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 bang. Like, damn.
We were talking about Teal Swan's why you can't leave the relationship, intermittent reinforcement, which is a notion that
You're a dog. You're an animal.
the notion that you can offer rewards conditionally, or like love conditionally. So if you do X, Y, and Z, I'll do X, Y, and Z as well. It can be very insidious. The background is really beautiful. It can be really insidious from what I understand, which makes sense because if you're controlling people, she was saying it happens by accident. If anytime you're doing something conditionally, like someone has to sleep on the couch until you feel better, like, or like, what else did you say? What did you? Oh, you said the example. Can you say that example again about drinking?
All right. So a person don't really drink like that. So a group of friends like, yo, bro, you should drink. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. And they're like, oh, nigga, you whack. Now it's creating a takeaway. They're taking away attention, affection, praise, care. They're taking things away. They're like, all right, this nigga whack. Like, we're not gonna pay too much attention to him. And if they're like, yo, bro, come on, drink. And then you like, I'll drink a little bit. Even that little bit, like, oh, all right, man, yo, he getting busy. Now it creates an association that if you drink, you get more attention, more praise, more love. Now, the next time around, they're like, all right, he already drank that much. Like, all right, he drank. Like, oh, okay, cool. You know, regular shit. Now there's not the certainty that there's another award coming, which in the example that she was given, that creates an infatuation where it was like, hold up, I got this reward from doing this thing last time, and no, that creates a pattern or a habit, and so even potentially the next time it comes around, drink more. So instead of drinking just a sip, now you took a shot. People are like, oh, he's taking a shot. Like, okay, Nate, okay. And you like, oh, I get more attention, more praise, more of this great feeling that I get. Now you're being rewarded for what they deem as good behavior, but it's not particularly something that you want to do. So there's a lack of a boundary there. It's still a lot about boundaries and being manipulated, or the giving up of your boundaries in order to have what you want, which is the love, the affection, the attention, the validation. Yeah. And with the thing with intermittent rewards is that there's no certainty around when the reward will come. So now it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna keep doing this thing. I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but it might happen, like gambling. Yeah. Which is why people get addicted. Apparently the foundation of gambling is intermittent rewards? Reinforcement. Yeah. So it's really like a fucking experiment. Yeah. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But even from what I've read previously, it's like reinforcing a behavior every single time to start is very powerful, because it creates a positive association. But once you start taking that shit away, now this is anxiety. Like, hold up, nah, I'm gonna keep doing this shit because I know I should be feeling this. And the greater time in between the rewards will also create the behavior of being like, I'm gonna do this way more, even if I'm not getting rid of the reward. And once it finally does come, it's like, oh, yeah.
And it feels so much better.
It's worth it. It's like when someone doesn't bust a nut for mad long, or a person's playing hard to get. It's like, yo, I know there's something there, but It's not happening right now, but I just get a feeling, and this feeling inside me is building, and I want it. There's the buildup of tension, but there's no release yet. But I know I've gotten a release from this before. It's just I don't know when that shit gonna happen. And it's just in the fucking allure. And once you get that release, like, ooh, I'm good for right now. But then you go back to the fucking lever, you like, I'm horny again. And like, you better take me out first. You better pay for my fucking phone bill first. Whatever the fuck is happening in XYZ relationship. So yeah, insidious because it's also very unintentional a lot of times.
But then also it can be intentional. With, as she said, personality disorders. And she was saying you can get into, like, obviously that comes from trauma too, because I feel like I never really want to get into the narcissism stuff because I had that phase of discovering narcissism. You remember? I was shook.
Narcissist.
Shook. I was like, what? But understanding that obviously it's rooted in trauma. But she was like, before you go down that path of thinking you can heal them. And I was like, oh, the snatch. Yes. Because yes, I think it's important to remember people with stuff who are doing things intentionally, like abusing and controlling people, is like, it is rooted in their trauma and they deserve compassion. And also, like, if they're making the choice not to change and willingly refusing to change, then that's the time to, like, really leave. But really also just, I guess, assess your relationship and your own boundaries. Boundaries are so crazy. It's crazy how this word boundaries, like, erupted last year. And everyone's like, boundaries! Oh, the scurry.
Yo, you know what got kind of crazy? Traffic got kind of crazy.
Yes, it did.
Yo, I think it's also interesting because I think about this, the awareness of things like this, and I'm like, I think it's interesting because for people who are just aware of all those psychological tics and biases and understanding of human nature, someone who's just fascinated with, like, influence persuasion, for example, something I'd be interested in. It's like, all right, I'm aware of this shit. Do I just have a personality disorder because I'm aware and use these to my benefits from time to time?
No, I would not think that is how that works.
Because I think in terms of how she was explaining this, like, yeah, people were fucking...
Do you think you have a personality disorder? Because you know a lot of things? I don't think they're the same things. I think... Did Hitler have a personality disorder? Would people say that he did? Maybe.
I've never heard
of some. Yeah.
I think he was just a fucking upset as fuck. And
they don't even. I've never heard anyone, like, diagnose him as a psychopath. But Ted Bundy was a psychopath, like the true psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
So.
The true psychopath.
And yeah, I guess because he had no compassion. I don't know much about psychopaths, like, in terms of as a personality disorder.
We're just in a diagnostic ass society.
Yeah.
Oh, you do that? Then you must be this. You do that thing? You must be that. Nigga, what?
I don't know what that is over there, so we just gonna put that over there in the miscellaneous bin.
Right. We all got some box. People who delegate in the boxes be in all types of boxes too.